this now. How about now? We can do it now.
You want to do it now? Are you sure you want it now?
Now.
Okay.
So
here we go. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Edward, also known as Persiferous. This week, I'm going to be playing Umbris, Fear Manifest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this creature, and a target opponent is going to mill their library until they get to a land card, and then those cards are exiled. So it could be one card, it could be 20 cards, who knows? I mean, it could happen. Umbris is a 1/1 creature for 5 mana, but it gets +1/+1 for each card my opponents own in exile. That means all of them. So if you haven't figured it out, I don't only want to mill you, I also want it to go away forever.
Oh.
You just never want us to cast anything.
Sadness.
is this like a commander's going to kill you kind of deck?
It can. It can get real big real quick. But the more fun is playing 400 on one. So I'm just going to mill your guys' libraries. Well, not 400, 300.
Yeah.
So that's your life totals to me is 300. But if he gets big enough to hurt you,
I mean, I've seen him get pretty big.
Cards, I imagine it's not going to be small.
Might swing at somebody.
He's like my nightmares. It's my childhood all over again.
Yes, he's not only a nightmare, he's also a horror. So that's really scary.
You gotta watch out for the horrors.
Gotta watch out for them. They're terrible. So his trigger happens also when another nightmare or horror enters the battlefield. So it's not just him, it's also them if he's on the battlefield.
You got some Call of the Nightwing in there?
No, there's
Oh.
I assume there's some
there's other
Ashiok friends in there.
Yes, yes. The Ashiok, they live in there. This is a place where they would get along just fine.
Is Garuda a horror?
He's a Kraken horror, but I don't fuck with that.
Okay.
I got far worse friends than that.
I'm sure you do.
And I'm sure y'all could find it.
I bet we will.
So yeah, it's a fun deck for me. You guys might find some joy in it, but you might not. If you kill my commander on site, I'm okay with that because it does fucking nasty things. So.
Fair enough.
All right. After that, who do you want to go next?
I can go next.
You're gonna
That's
go
fine with me.
Oh, we're gonna leave them to the end.
I mean, they're our guests.
Absolutely.
So,
All right.
usually that means you let the guests go first, but whatever. Hi, it's Brandon, codename Bluebird. This week we are playing Armix, Filigree Thrasher. Now, you may have seen Armix before, but he had a friend with him by the name of Silas Wren. This is another artifacts deck, but it's a little different take on it in that he's going to be attacking a lot more than the other deck. There's a lot more token generation as far as making things like treasures and clues, and there's some Thopters in there. Things that make his trigger way better.
Yeah. Sure.
For anyone that doesn't know what his trigger is, it says when he attacks, I can discard a card. When I do, target creature defending player controls gets -X/-X, where X is the number of artifacts I control plus the number of artifacts I control in the graveyard. Well, not control, but in the graveyard. So this is going to be a little bit of a pain.
I need to step my game up.
In a graveyard or in your graveyard?
In my graveyard.
In
my graveyard.
One
more.
Just one more.
Yeah. With that, since I'm going to be pitching stuff, I need ways to get it back. So there's reanimation spells like Animate Dead, there's Reanimate, there's Beacon of Unrest, and some Liliana in there too. So yeah, that's what we're looking to do. There's some big artifact dudes in here that are hopefully going to make their way back from the graveyard, or maybe just get cast because they're really good.
And probably one that gets shuffled back in?
No, there's not that big one. Or those big ones. But that's mainly just because I don't own them and I don't want to put them in the deck. So.
No worries.
But yeah, that's what we're looking to do today.
Would you say things are going to get a little heavy metal?
A little bit.
I like this job.
There's also some various types of swords. Various.
What's a death metal band without a bloodletting weapon?
This is true.
Very true.
This is true.
This is very
It's a good
true.
point.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could think of one.
I can't.
It's about time we have a big heavy metal band.
That's what you're about to get today.
All right, cool.
So, is this a deck that hops out there fast, or does it take you a little bit? Or
It can, but I don't think it's going to.
okay.
It's more about getting the board a little bit bigger and then just kind of crushing you.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
So, although he can, with various swords, he can get very big and kill someone very easily.
I hate that he keeps saying various swords.
Various.
So it's
Optional.
like a hello General Kenobi, type of
Yes.
type of deal.
Let's get some General Grievous going on.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So you're ready for that.
Yeah.
Luckily, I happen to be in some of the colors that say your artifacts don't matter so much.
Oh yeah, what you got
What you
going
got
on
over
here?
there?
Well, what's up, everybody? It's Richie. You can find me at the Proxy Pro. Today, I'm going to play Mina and Den again. What I plan on doing is getting some lands on the board quickly, making big giant creatures, and smashing you in the face. Some of my big giant creatures kind of have X costs in them. Might be a little tribal situation, but
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
some snake-like heads on them.
something like that.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So,
I'm having vague flashbacks about seeing giant multi-headed monsters.
I mean, there's a couple in there that really like to come out and hang out and have a good time with you guys. So
I bet.
they trample over just to make sure that you get to check out what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're there to tamp down the music.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep you kids from getting all out of control.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Sorry, Dad.
We need to turn you down a little bit. It's like it's 11 in here. We
Nope.
need to bring it down a notch.
You're ruining my life.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Well,
New guy.
new guy.
We have our guest.
My name's Ryan. You can find me on Instagram at Beardedoni. Today, I have brought with me Neyith of the Dire Hunt. This deck is all about fighting. So I plan on taking everyone to a place you're not supposed to talk about, but I'll let you guys in on it. It's Fight Club.
Okay.
Um,
Rule number one.
yeah,
Me
well, I'm
too.
breaking it, but it's because I like you guys.
I honestly thought he was going to say Pound Town. I'm like, nah, you can say that. That's fine.
She also doesn't just trigger on fighting. So she has a really cool ability where whenever a creature I control fights or is blocked, I get to draw a card. So she has, built-in card advantage. But then she also has a combat maneuver built into her. So for 2 and a Gruul hybrid, I can double a creature's power, and it has to be blocked. So not only does he get blocked and I get to draw a card, there's some trample shenanigans in here too.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
So as I keep the board clear with the sucker punches, the rabbit punches, the curb stomps, I'm going to be swinging big.
Oh man. Sounds like this table's got their work cut out for each other.
As long as I don't get donkey punched, I don't care. That's fine. We got to talk about that first, ladies and gentlemen.
You just said you wanted to go to Pound Town. I mean,
Where's the line? I mean, it's important.
We'll talk about that later.
So with the knowledge that we've just ascertained, not talking about Pound Town or the rest.
I figured.
But what kind of game are we looking for? Like, it sounds like some things can get out of hand really, really quick.
sounds like it's going to be one of those kind of it's fun until it's not.
It sounds like 3 aggro decks against a control deck.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a control deck I am now.
I think it's going to be a
Control.
I think
race
he's
against
more
the clock.
control. Because
he's
more
gonna be
creature
fighting some
control,
stuff.
He's going to be fighting some things. I'm really interested to watch this deck.
I am too. That
But
it sounds like
I know
fun.
I got to watch out for it because this shit will fucking die to it.
Well, I mean, you can
More than
discard and kind of throw damage everywhere, can't you?
Yeah.
It's a little board control-y.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's going to keep my monsters from fighting as hard, but
I think his is going to keep yours from fighting
hard too.
Yeah.
We're going to be. This is going to be like War of the Monsters over here.
We'll see how I draw.
I think you're right. I think you're right. So what kind of game are we thinking? We want to go some high power?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
All right.
We'll see what
Shoot
happens.
them up. You get to roll first. High roll wins. Ooh.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
15?
Yeah, that's 15.
That's pretty high.
I got you right here. Getting to go second doesn't seem so bad.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll take that.
Yeesh.
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely not first.
I don't know if you want to roll those ones.
That's fine.
So I told
Yeah,
you.
you probably should have wanted to roll it.
I mean, it's fine.
Oh my god, it rests on my shoulders. Nope, that ain't gonna do it either.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, it was
the new
planned.
I don't think anyone else rolled
new
above a
guy.
10.
Ry gets to get that coveted multiplayer draw.
Yeah, sounds good.
Here it goes.
What'd you keep? Did you keep 6?
I kept 6. I had to discard down, but it was well worth it.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm at 7.
I also kept 7.
Let's move that over there.
Yeah.
You don't get that. That was not the rules.
Yeah,
of
she
that.
doesn't just get to come out. I'm sorry. she likes to make an entrance.
I'm sure.
Okay, we ready?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Good for me.
I'm going to move my draw step. Okay, I will lead my turn up with a very fair game forest. I'll pass.
All right. I can live with that. All right. Don't shuffle your hand into your deck. Don't shuffle your hand into your deck.
You're saying it out loud.
Oh, God dang it. I'm going to play this Vivid Grove and pass the turn.
I like fair magic.
Oh, that's a thing. I'm just going to go swamp and pass.
Swamp and pass. Huh? Swamp pass.
Swamp pass.
Ooh.
I drank
Not
last night,
suffering
too.
from that today, though. We're doing
what's
all
a
right.
Bloodstained Mire. I'm going to pass the turn during your turn, so I'm going to go get a swamp and an island. And then one more time.
Okay. Draw. I will then. I will play a mount, and I will also pass.
I appreciate you playing that. Draw. Oh, am I going to make the first actual play?
Sounds like
I'm
it.
gonna play Exotic Orchard. Because you now have red, I can create red.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Zertal. Pass the turn.
That just makes a green and then does other things.
Whenever I create green mana, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Oh, well.
Little
Is
pain.
it an artifact, enchantment, or a creature?
Just a
It's a
creature.
creature.
Okay.
So
Little
it's not-
1/1 druid.
It's not super scary at the moment. I'm going to
Little mana
also
dork
make a
gets us fun.
play. And I'm just going to
So
play.
I liked the things that you cut me to earlier, late game. But
Let's get you some good mid-game goodies.
I'm going to play a
that's
Mind
the mind
Stone
thought.
and pass turn to you.
sweet. Untap, upkeep, draw. Everybody's
I love
playing
these.
spells.
These are so good for Commander.
There.
Because they do essentially what a shock does for literally pennies. And 99% of the time, your shock's going to come in tapped anyway.
And there's snow.
And they are snow.
I'm going to play a Castle Vantress, and I'll pass.
I'm actually really wanting to try mine. I have yet to try one out yet. The new Sacklands that you play from Newcomer Ry.
I have some in here,
Yeah.
so you might get to see a
Some
couple.
nice little deck thinning, get some
Yeah.
land color fixing.
Yeah,
And
those
getting a
are, those are good
life.
fetches. The
Yeah.
new ones.
Not bad.
I will then play another forest, and I will play Cultivate.
All right.
Seems all right.
Somebody's ramping.
And I will go get another mountain and another forest.
He did that so confidently with me having 2 blue up.
Sir,
I will
you're
put
playing
the
against
mountain-
2 Gruul decks. You better keep all your blue up.
I know.
And I will pass the turn.
Ooh.
Love the art on that Cultivate.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, just the sunflower and I don't even know what these are, but I like
We're going to play a forest. Then I am going to make red with the Exotic Orchid. Everybody take 1?
Everybody's taking 1. Even you, Richie?
No, sir. Each
Ooh.
opponent. Mina and Den is on board.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Hello, Mina and Den.
I will now play
Crazy
land for turn
turns.
again and pass the turn. Rootbound Crag.
Somebody else is ramping.
On tap. All right. We'll play a swamp. Surprise, surprise. And we're going to get Armix out here. We're going to keep this black up and tap this Mind Stone. And then I'm going to pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep, draw.
So you're on board.
I am on board. Not doing anything yet, but I'm on board. I only have one artifact at the moment, so.
Start pushing things out just for them to die. Sure. Teferi's Tutelage. It's an enchantment. It says, when Teferi's Tutelage enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. And then it also says, whenever you draw a card, target opponent mills 2 cards. So I'm going to draw a card. So trigger. Let's see. What do I want to discard? That's a hard one to do. I guess I'll discard this underground. It's going to cause me damage, and I might die to damage. So let's see. Richie, I'll have you mill 2 cards.
Milling 2.
Yeah.
Summer Bloom and Cultivator Colossus.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Sheesh.
That's not fun, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. But you played your commander.
It happened.
If I played something else, it was dead.
Yep.
Ry, I'll pass the turn to you.
Thank you. Well, it seems like
Is this your graveyard?
Yeah. Where would you like me to put it? Right.
Let's
over
put
there?
it over here.
Fantastic.
Might be
Yeah.
a little easy.
I think
Limited real estate.
yes. I think now is a perfect time to
Play your
play one of
commander.
my favorite cards.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna play Stuffy Doll.
Oh my god.
No.
So
Stuffy doll.
as it enters the battlefield, I choose a player.
Uh-huh.
Do I leave it up to fate?
I think you go deliberately.
I
make
think
enemies right
you
off.
make your choice.
Didn't we say that
I
we're
mean,
going to go at it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna go at it.
So you got to pick your poison.
Yeah.
Edward, I think I'm gonna choose you.
Oh!
I'll write a little note here that says Stuffy's at me.
And I will
Edward taking some damage from everybody.
Oh my god.
So what does Stuffy Doll say again?
So whenever I choose a player, he's indestructible, and whenever he is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to the chosen player.
Okay, cool.
And he's a 0/1.
Okay.
It's the same thing as that
Brash Taunter.
Brash Taunt.
So they're going to play land for
So
turn.
Brash Taunter, I get to choose
Rogue's
where it
Passage.
goes.
And then Slippery
And I can make him
Crest
fight.
enters the battlefield.
I've won many games that way.
Karst.
Rogue's Passage. Oh boy.
Pushing damage,
Oh,
sir.
man.
Yeah, pushing damage.
Got to.
Yeah.
3. So pay red, colorless, and green.
We
Everybody
all
take 1.
Oof.
Yes, sir.
Play Thundering Raiju.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
When he attacks, he's going to get a 1/1 counter, and then the target creature I control, and then he deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of modified creatures I control, other than Thundering Raiju. So, Ry. Going to go to combat.
Okay.
Where would you like to put your 1/1 counter? Oh, yeah, that's
When he
he has
attacks.
to attack. He does have haste.
We are going to swing 3 at you.
At me?
No.
Okay.
At Ry.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing 4 at you, and then when he attacks, I'm going to trigger and put a 1/1 counter on Mina and Den.
All right. I will block him with Stuffy Doll.
And
Because
then
as much as he
Does
looks,
the
no,
Raiju have flying?
as much as he
No, he
looks
does
like
not.
a dragon, he is not a dragon. He
Right.
is a spirit. And
Right,
does
and
not have
then-
flying.
Okay, so I will take how much from that?
3.
and when he attacks also, I guess that's when he attacks, right?
Yeah.
So,
So
when he
even
attacks, you
before
put the
that,
counter,
yeah, so he's got a counter there, and then everybody's going to take X damage, where X is the number of creatures that are modified, which is 1.
Okay.
So everybody takes 1.
All right.
And then, yes, now,
And then
he's-
where's this
and
Mina
then
and Den coming at?
blocks.
you.
That's coming at me?
Yes.
Okay.
You got effects? or anything?
No.
No?
Not today.
You don't.
Yeah.
You're blocking with
Yeah.
that, so you're gonna take 5.
Commander.
5 commander.
5
and
commander.
I'm gonna take how much? 5.
No, three plus the 1, so a total of 4.
4.
Yeah. Did you get the 1 for everybody?
Everybody.
So
took the
3
one.
more.
So 3 more.
Yes, sir.
2, 3, and Brandon's taken 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that is commander.
And commander, and that is from the Gruul commander.
And then after that, I will go to end step and pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. Okay.
Let's try to spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Get the
It's
lid
a
out there.
cool way to divert it around. I expect to be a target of some sort.
I honestly, I was going to swing at him and then he had to take that option. It's on him.
You knew what was going to happen.
Okay.
I did not know.
This is a little scary. This is a little scary right now,
Okay.
but we have ways to deal with it.
Okay.
Like what?
You're about to see here in a
You
second.
going board wipe?
All right.
Or are you going to pop it?
I think I'm going to end up popping it. But before we do anything, we're going to go to combat.
Go ahead. I'll let you go right now.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Okay, no, I can't cast that yet.
I play like 4
Okay.
fogs just so you know.
That's fine.
I really do.
It doesn't matter.
You see the new fog?
Yeah. No.
We
New.
shouldn't talk about it.
Attack you. Trigger. I'm going to pitch this Noxious Gearhulk.
It's good.
So something's going to get 6?
No, something's going to get 1.
Oh, okay.
No, it'll get 2 because this is an artifact.
How much damage does
Give
it
some
deal? Is it-
minus X.
It's not
The
dealing
cast
Give
damage.
him minus.
It's giving it
negatives.
minus. Yeah, so
Does
it
it give
doesn't
it
matter.
minus?
It does give it minus.
Does it give it minus?
It does give minuses. That's why it's going to go
thank
here.
you. I see what you're doing. You're building an alliance.
A little bit.
Oh,
Okay.
I have good things in my hand. If you can help out with that,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
take care
because
of
this
that.
thing targets.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you're going to take 3?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Okay, that's 3 commander.
I was waiting on you to do your effect. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, I have nothing to block.
And then second main, I'm going to cast Persist. Return target non-legendary creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it.
Yep.
I'm going to return this Noxious Gearhulk with a -1/-1 counter. Trigger.
The black ones are minus.
I am going to kill this Mina and Den, and I will gain 5 life.
You just get to kill it?
I just get to kill it.
Just gets to kill it.
Silliness.
It's non-black creature, right? Or
Nope, it just says another target creature.
It's a strong card.
It is a very strong
Yeah.
card.
Okay, so you went back up to 37.
I did.
I have a counter on Mina and Denn too now.
Oh yeah, you do. Thank you.
And then I'm going to pass turn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That way I don't have to keep the
Counters up there. We're all good. Things are cruising good.
How am I supposed to I ask you not to mess with my board. That's all I said.
You can still do these things. This is shenanigans.
I don't have enough mana now.
You have 6 mana.
This is turn 4.
It is indeed.
That's not
Man,
a
this
lot.
thing's gonna die. What is that, Raiji?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a
Oh, it's a 3/3.
It's a
Yeah, he's a
3/3.
3/3.
Okay. I'm going to cast Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. +2, exile top 3 cards of target opponent's library. -X, put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less. With converted mana cost X, exiled with Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. Onto the battlefield, under my control, the creature is a nightmare in addition to its other types. Remember that term, nightmare. It's my commander. -10, exile all cards from opponent's hands and graveyards. Yeah. Comes in with 3, and I'm going to plus them to 5 Ry. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Before we even get into this, I missed this trigger, and this
You
trigger
can
I
make
should
me
have
mill. I don't care.
So I'll make you
How many? 2?
2.
You don't have your stuff you don't think
Field of
anymore.
Ruin
No.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
and
Although-
Surge
yeah.
Hacker Mech.
Yay.
you can bring it back, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you got another
I have an artifact in the
artifact
graveyard.
in your yard. Okay. It's more artifacts for Armix. You exile 3, and then all the creatures I'm able to basically cast, and these are exiled.
You have Brass Knuckles, Fierce Empath, and Elemental Bond.
Okay, well, Fierce Empath will be the one that I would be able to cast at some point if I want to. These will be exiled.
Ashiok, all kinds.
Yeah. And there'll be a time where I might ask you what's in your
You're
exile
good.
pile.
I got you.
I'll reach over to look at it. I'm going to play a land.
Does Ashiok care that the creature's exiled with them?
Yes, it has to be this one.
Okay.
So if it blanks or flickers for whatever reason,
It's not the same one.
it's not the same entity.
Cool.
So the cards that are in exile will go back to just regular exile, and whatever new ones I flip over.
Cool.
I'll pass the turn. I'm going to crack my favorite passage. I'm going to go get
I'm going to tap 1, 2,
Islam.
3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to try and play a Quartzwood Crasher.
That has trample. It's a 6/6, right?
It's a 6/6 with trample, and then whenever one or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast creature with trample, where X is the amount of damage.
Dealt that way.
Yeah, those creatures dealt.
And you were worried about Mina and Denn.
A little bit. I got rid of the stuffy doll.
The stuffy doll wasn't even hurting you.
You gotta make the alliances when you can.
You could have talked to me.
Not when they don't matter, I guess.
It's alright, I have ways to take care of his stuff too.
I see.
I am the target.
And I will pass my
I'm not
turn.
targeting
He's
you
good.
right now. I've all I got is this right now. I need to
I
draw
guess
a
it doesn't
land.
matter to me so much because so far I've not had any real issues with Ry.
Yeah, not yet. No, we're good. I think if we punch this way,
I'm okay with that.
Oh, shit.
Alright, Ed, we gotta do some work here.
Yeah, they
We're both in black,
then
so
it
it's
can
not
be pure
terrible.
magic. Creature versus creature.
yes,
Fighting for to the
I
death.
have kill spells.
Land
I'm sure
for
you
turn.
probably have some kill spells.
just like Uncle Sam intended it. Just big creatures punching each other in the face.
Magic, the way Richard Garfield envisioned.
PhD.
Man, I think I'm going to go this way. 'Cause I want him on the board. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that Clonian out there.
No.
He enters with 4/1/1 counters, and then whenever we attack with him, they double the number 1 counters on each creature I control.
Oh, no.
On each creature?
On each creature.
Oh, no.
That's what you call a BTB.
Mina and Den was
for
scary. Okay, we're going to go to combat.
Uh-huh. At least he doesn't have haste.
You have a 6/6 out there.
I have a 4/3.
Yeah, honestly, that Ashiok's not cool. So we are going to swing Thundering Raiju at him. And then I'm going to give the counter to Zertov.
And then we take 2, right?
Take 2. To everybody. And then, 3 at Ashiok.
I don't have any blockers. Anybody got any kill spells for me?
Nope.
Not right now.
Okay. Thanks.
I don't at the moment.
Not currently.
I have removal.
I mean, I do,
I do,
but
just
I
not
also
for
don't
this.
want to. I also don't want to
like I
fuck
wanna
you
do
right now
it
with
yet.
it. So
So, I think I'm going to hang on to what I got going on right now
Yeah,
and
you better hang on to it
pass
right now.
the turn.
untap draw.
That's right.
Oh, hey.
You're one of many that has to go.
Listen, even I'm extremely terrified of that Hydra.
All right, we're gonna play this Riveteer's Outlook.
This is nasty.
Yeah, I know. All right, so Riveteer's Outlook says when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it,
And gain a life.
and I will gain a life and search for a basic swamp, mountain, or forest card and put it on the battlefield tapped.
He says, yeah, I know. I told you Mina was not the big deal.
Yeah, we know.
I tried to be helpful.
All right, I'll let you cut.
Listen, I keep seeing you creeping over here and looking at my dino.
No, I just wanted to read them again, I think. Can I see them real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to make sure that how this is going to do what, how often, because this is pretty disgusting.
Whenever
too,
a creature I control with trample deals damage, I just get to create some,
Dudes.
little XX babies. Mm-hmm. They're just as children. They're nothing terrifying.
So do your creatures do you have a lot of men that are going to have trample already, or?
So while there is fight, Neyith loves trample as well because she loves making things being blocked.
Okay.
So there is a trample sub-theme. There might be a behemoth in here, and he might have a hoof that creates craters.
Okay. Okay.
There are little 2-drop enchantments that say give all your creatures trample too. I don't know if you know that or not.
I've got some goodies in here.
Got a couple something like that in there too.
I figured.
I hear you.
As a fellow Gruul player, I get what you're laying down.
Smell what I'm stepping in?
Yeah.
My Gruul things fly.
Your girl thinks
That's
you fly.
absolutely terrifying.
All right.
Dragons? Yes.
I'm going to combat. All right. What is this thing? A 6/6?
He's a
Fucking nasty.
You have a giant colonial Hydra. You're worried about my piddly little 6/6.
It's a 4/4. It's
it
a
just
giant. The
He's
giant.
only going to be an 8/8.
The giant Hydra.
He's only going to be
Just a
an
little
8/8.
guy. It costs 5 for a 4/4.
Right?
I'm going to go to combat. Hang on.
Listen,
Actually, hang on. Before we go to combat. I feel like I gotta get as much goddamn damage in as I can.
listen, here. You want to start swinging? Listen, I got an open board. I'll let you pay me. Life is a resource, and I'm willing to spend it. And you just keep your eyes and your spells off my Corkwood Crasher. I'll let you get a pop in.
Wow.
Wow.
That's some big talk.
The problem with Armix is his trigger only happens to the defending player.
Oh, never mind.
So, not necessarily a problem. It's just a drawback. I understand why they made it that way. If it were any creature, it'd probably be a rare. I will send this your way, though. It does have menace, so you can't block it anyway.
So I take 4.
Yes, you will take 4. Well,
Big
before
oof.
we ever go to damage,
Oh,
this
shit.
is coming at you.
All right, let me read them again just to make sure I understand exactly what's about to do. When you attack me, discard a card. When you do, target creature defending player controls the XX, where X is number R. How many do you have in your graveyard currently?
I have 1 in my graveyard and 2 in the battlefield, so it would be 3.
It would be -3, -3.
-3, -3.
And you can still discard as well, so that could be potentially 4.
It could be potentially 4. But I have to declare that when the trigger happens.
So when does that happen?
And I have... This part only happens if I pitch a card. So, I am going to pitch a card with this trigger on the stack.
Okay.
I'm going to pitch this Whisper Silk Cloak. So it will be 4.
You killing something?
I am going to target this Raiju.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Attacks have been made. Consequences.
And then this is coming at you, but... well, I guess he has to decide if he wants to do anything to this trigger first.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this.
No, that trigger itself is going to resolve, I guess, before blocks, right?
Yeah, it would resolve
so,
before
yeah,
blocks.
yeah.
And then we go to declare blockers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So declare blockers.
Obviously, no.
No blocking.
You don't have any, it's not pumpable, right? No.
It's not pumped right at the moment.
All right, I'm going to throw this in front of it. It's 2/2.
It is a 2/2. Sure.
Before damage resolves, I'm going to tap it and create green.
Sure.
Everybody takes 1?
Yep. Armix costs an extra 2.
Armix died.
And then I'll take 4.
You take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Zertal's done his job.
Yeah, sure has.
Rest in pepperonis, brother.
I like that little guy. I think it's an underrated card.
Oh, definitely. It's a pinger and a mana dork.
I will pass turn after that.
Oh yeah, just gonna leave 3 floating or 3 up black.
4. Well, 3
yeah,
and a
3.
colorless.
Oh, sheesh.
I'm gonna move this here so I can
Just 4 mana. Okay.
just 4 mana.
I killed his commander, and I dealt everybody damage. I'm okay with that.
Listen, you put in some major work already on this board.
It's rare. I feel pretty okay with it.
I'm going to play an island.
I just didn't want your future to fear.
Oh yeah, it's Fairy's Tutelage. Yep. You were friendly enough to remind me of it.
Go to.
Yep.
Friendly enough.
Out muscle and a mountain.
Sweet. Out muscle would hurt us. We'll go island. I will +2 and target Richie.
Yep.
Exile the top 3 cards of your library, and just let me know of all the creatures I get.
None.
None?
Literally, I think
Cool.
2 ramp spells.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, you got
They're
Fog
exiled.
that was free and Animus Awakening.
sweet.
Okay.
They're
Yeah,
exiled
forced.
anyway, so that's cool.
The Fog is free if I control my planeswalker, or commander, rather.
Cool. 5 mana.
I'm going to pay 5 mana, and I'm going to cast Umbris. Does Umbris resolve?
Yes.
I
As
have
far as I'm
effects.
This is on the stack?
Yes, this is
Okay.
on the stack. I'm going to cast Soul Shatter.
Each opponent?
Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the highest converted mana cost among creatures and planeswalkers they control.
Okay.
I didn't want to get your creature because I want you at least let you play with your commander for a little bit.
Oh, I appreciate
I don't get to swing it once.
That's why I
I
didn't.
don't get to swing it once?
If he hadn't cast it, I was waiting.
Man.
It's okay. I've got other ones to swing at you.
Okay, I figured.
Wow. You know, that I will say that does make me kind of feel bad.
Why?
Because I was going to target Richie with the Umbris,
Now you're going to
but
target
now
me.
I have to target you.
That's fine.
'Cause That was,
That's
I
fine.
don't have a creature anymore.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's fine.
So you exile the top card of your library until you exile a land.
Oh my.
I wanted that one though.
Oh, it's a land.
It's Havengul Library.
Okay, that's cool. Well, it's exiled. How many cards you have exiled?
I have 3.
How many cards you have exiled? 3? 1, 7. So it gets +7/+7 right now.
This was gonna make clues, and then it was gonna flip and let me bring stuff back.
And
For
what's its
anyone-
base power and toughness?
He's a 1/1.
He's a 1/1,
So it's
but
8/8.
he gets +7/+7.
For anyone that doesn't know, this is the secret,
Layer,
the
yeah.
layer,
But it's the
the
ones
real
from the
version.
set.
Real version. Yes, the set version.
It's the alternate.
You seem
set
pretty proud
version.
of
Yeah, it's the upside down,
Yeah.
basically from.
Okay.
From Stranger
Well,
Things. It's pretty cool.
It's Hawkins Laboratory, and then on the other side would be the upside down. But here it's Havengul Library, and on the other side it's Havengul Surrender Mystery. Because making artifacts with Armix seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
Drawing cards also seems good, but that's okay. I have other ways.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's your turn.
Fantastic.
I've got some fun stuff.
I will play Colony Ambush Bonus. Swap it
As a land,
as a land.
cool.
Colony territory, 10 enter in the battlefield tapped. I will then pay. Let's get something out there. I will play Neyith.
Oh, snap.
She is in the battlefield. She's here.
Oh boy.
And for now, I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. Okay.
I am happy it was only one card,
Yeah,
but I'm sad
you
it
know-
was this one.
Do you know what happened the last time I cast Umbris? It got one card also. Umbris has not been fed for a long time.
No, I feel like I'm about to feed it, so.
Somebody's about to feed it.
Switch that. 2, 3. Nope, I need that one too, so we'll take that one. 6. Play. That's the word.
Yeah.
And I control 2 basic lands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go
So you
over
make
here.
a bunch of plants or something?
2 of them.
2 of them?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the trigger that I wanted, but it's okay.
Ah.
I needed a
Still
board
got a
state, I
trigger.
feel like, at this point.
Yeah.
I do not currently.
Yeah, that currently puts out some stuffs and things.
Yeah, but he's out there. And then I
It's
will
7
pass the turn.
toughness for 6 mana.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, untap.
It's plenty of blockers.
He's 5. He said 7.
7 toughness.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I got
Yeah.
you.
Draw for turn. Hey, it's a swamp.
Ooh, what up, Swamp? Man, that's a lot of black mana.
A lot of black mana.
I know what I usually do with that much black mana.
Make everybody's day worse.
I usually have a Cabal Coffers and a the Urborg
Oh yeah.
prior to this turn, or maybe a way to get them.
Yeah.
6
Mono
mana.
black deck is
I'm going to cast Geth, Lord of the Vault.
Seems like it's okay.
okay.
So Geth has Intimidate, which means this creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color with it. So that's pretty good for a 5/5. He also has X and black. Put target artifact or creature card from with converted mana cost X from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under my control. Then that player puts the top X cards of their library into their graveyard. So this seems like something that would be real good in your deck.
Yeah, I want to steal it. I want to steal it.
Nope. I will go to combat.
Oh shit!
Uh,
He's a 4/3.
it is a 4/3. It has menace.
Hmm.
He'll-
I wouldn't
He
swing
probably
it at
won't
Richie.
block with. He won't block with Pilot. He wants to keep it.
Well, you have menace, so it's 2 or more, right?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go to combat right now. Because there's actually not an advantageous reason to do it. Go ahead.
Oh, so you went to combat and then you just went through combat.
I went through combat, yes.
At your end step.
Oh shit!
Oh boy. Oh, you're going to fight my dude.
Oh, shit.
No,
Oh,
not
shit.
yet. He's too strong right now.
Okay.
But
You going to fight my other dude?
He's a little strong.
he's only a 5/4. It's not gonna work right now. But Richie, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fight one of your plants.
I'm sure you are.
I'm gonna prize fight. Neyith is gonna fight one of your plants.
Okay.
Trigger.
And then what happens?
I get to draw a card
Yeah.
with Neyith's trigger, and then I also get to create a treasure token because of prize fight.
Yep.
You're going to beat the shit out of my plant, right?
Yep. And then it's
Damn.
I thought we were friends.
we are, but this is so I can get.
Hey, at least
We're
it was
friends,
the
you're just
play.
exerting your dominance.
No.
Somebody chose violence.
I see this.
He chose your plant so that it wouldn't be as bad. It's not
I got
like
you.
he's
I
punching
see.
Pilot.
I see.
Yeah, she accidentally went into the garden and stepped on a road.
He really just wanted to make a treasure
I see.
Okay.
I see.
and draw a card.
Very aggressively.
Yes.
Yes, very aggressively. And that's kind of how Green has to do it. So.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
That's past priority.
Okay. Cool.
You passed?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh wait, that was the end of
Oh,
Brandon.
That
was-
was my turn.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
it's your turn.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, wow, I get to go. Wow.
we already.
Yeah.
Wow. That was quick.
I was like, yeah, it didn't get
Fairy
worse with
Tutelage
Umbris.
Trigger. Richie.
How many? 2. Voracious Hydra and a command beacon.
Okay, cool. Underground Sea.
I wish Lee was here so I could ask him if X was going to give it to him.
Yeah.
I just saw the X cost. X going to give it to you.
Where's Brian when you need him?
Right. Man, they were on that trip for a minute. That shit was funny. Ashiok Nightmare Muse.
Oh boy.
+1, create a 2/3
Nightmare.
blue and black nightmare creature token with Whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. I'm -3, and I return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then that player exiles a card from their hand, which will feed my Umbris. So we'll +1. So -7 is I may cast up to 3 face-up cards my opponents own from exile without paying a mana cost. What that means is, like, if you had Gonti or something like that, I can't look at that card and cast it.
Okay.
So I will plus it to 6. I will create a Nightmare token. It's a Nightmare creature entering the battlefield. Trigger Umbris, target Ry. You will exile the top card of your library until you exile a land card.
Here goes. Ripjaw Raptor, Command Tower.
Okay, 2, which is all right. This would be a 9, basically.
And what does Umbris say about nightmares?
It says, whenever another nightmare or horror enters the battlefield under my control, target opponent exiles the top card. Or the top
Okay, so that's what just happened.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
What just happened. Okay. Man. I feel like I want to swing at somebody. But I feel a little afraid. I feel like I better keep it back, but...
Swing back is a thing.
Yeah. 10 Commander puts somebody on edge, though.
Mm-hmm. It does. I'm not afeared of you.
I know you're not. I'm at the moment
Not
I'm not
afeared
afeared
of
of you. But I am afeared of him.
That's probably the right place to be right now.
Yeah. So I think I got to swing 10 Commander at you. He's got big blockers that.
He's about to get scary real quick too, I think.
Yeah. But I've got a little blocker that might be able to help.
If I take something, it gets a little scary.
You're going to take 10
I gotta do
Commander?
stuff first.
Wow.
Ooh.
You're a trooper.
Man.
Trooper. All right. Go.
Okay. I'll untap. Draw.
Yep.
So I got 7 mana. This works out.
Gotta love when that happens.
Yes. I will 1, 2, and I will sack my treasure for a green. And I'll play Invigorating Hot Spring. Invigorating Hot Spring enters with 4 1/1 counters on it. And I can remove a 1/1 counter from it as a sorcery and only once each turn. It also says modified creatures I control have haste.
That thing seems pretty scary.
I like that card.
What's the counters?
It enters with 4, and I can move them only once a turn and as a sorcery.
It's like a Ozolith, but slower.
He gets 4 free hastes.
Modified creatures you control have haste, so yeah, you get 4 free hasters, plus you probably have ways to put counters on things, because it's a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
It's not just a regular counter, it's a +1/+1 counter. With that on the stack, I'm going to cast Opt. Does anybody else have anything? Okay, I'm going to cast Opt. I'm going to draw a card. Teferi's Tutelage, trigger Richie. You'll mill 2.
Mountain.
Ooh. What the fuck?
Oh no.
That's a little rough. Procedure.
That would help you actually. I mean, hey, that stops that. It stops that.
That hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that where I want to be? I don't think it is. I think it dies too quickly. That seems all right now. Seems a lot all right. Okay, so I have no response to this.
Resolved.
Yep.
I will then take 1 counter off of it and put a counter on Neyith.
Yeah, seems right.
You heard a 4/4.
Seems right.
I will then continue my turn
Fight.
by paying 1 green to cast Titanic Brawl. It costs 1 less if I control a creature with a 1/1 counter on it.
Okay.
And I will have Neyith fight your
My nightmare. Oh, okay.
trigger. Neyith will
Draw a
draw a
card.
card.
I like the fight effect so far.
Yeah. Fight Club's real.
He's trying to get stuff out the way
Yeah,
so he can
I'm
start
talking about
swinging.
it.
Especially when it's
I'm
yours.
talking about it. It's all right. I'm pretty happy to see this. And playing my deck, I know I'm the target. Like I have to be.
Right.
I have to be somewhere along the line because
You're doing scary things right now.
yeah, I mean this thing's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean it is a horror.
It's not obnoxious though.
Yeah. Don't want to do this yet. I think I should hold off for now.
Absolutely.
Can I see it after you?
You don't need to see my exile, do you?
I'm going to go to combat, and I will swing Neyith at Ashiok
For 4.
for 4.
I have nothing. You have anything
sir.
before damage?
No. And then I will do this now or later. I'll pass turn.
Right. That's pretty okay.
Can I see your graveyard?
Yeah.
Do I want to do that now? Man.
I know we're gonna have to.
I think I need to get it out there just for safe. Gargos. Vicious Watcher. He's Vigilance and Hydras cost 4 less to cast.
Yeah, he's Barfos.
And whenever a creature
And
you
look,
control,
Look, he's
becomes-
got 1 green up.
he does have 1 green up.
I do have 1 green up.
When
He can cast a 1x Hydra.
whenever we target his creatures, he fights things.
You want to let it resolve?
I can't do anything about it right now.
I'm good with it for the moment.
I think I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn.
All
Pretty
right.
good one.
Draw for turn. It's a swamp.
Worth maintaining right now. I'm trying.
X, black plus 4, so 5. I'm going to target your creature. I'm going to take this Thundering Raiju.
Oh no!
What's on the battlefield?
Kind of surprised you didn't take the cultivator.
It doesn't do what I need it to do right now.
I mean, you can pass out damage with that. So
Does it stick around?
Yeah.
Or does
I
it,
just- it's
do you
just-
guys sack it or anything?
It's just on my bout. No, I don't have to stack it. And then you mill the top 4.
is it before you get to choose your creature or after?
It's
So
part
does
of the resolution of the spell.
I'm saying, will you get to see these to choose before you pick that choice?
Yeah. What's this saying?
It says put target artifact or creature card with convert
And
mana.
then
It does this first and then this.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure you
Okay.
didn't get to see.
No.
Got a birds,
That would be
command
broken.
tower,
Yeah.
Skyclave relic, and
Man.
taking my mana right now.
Man.
Oh, you guys are
Oh man,
killing me.
that was Richie's big thing too, man. He's on your Skyclave relic.
That's a good card.
It is. I love Skyclave Relic.
Like, look at
It is my dream to kick it every time I can.
you guys are making this real difficult to get any mana right now.
Yeah, right.
All right.
It's not
That
not
hurts.
fun, my friend.
You lose all.
What are you gonna do with this thing?
I'm going to go to combat.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to.
You gotta kill Ashiok, don't you?
No, I don't have to kill Ashiok
I
yet.
mean, you can if you have to.
So we're going to attack
I
with
understand.
everything.
I won't kill you if you get rid of that Ashiok.
I'm
That
not
Ashiok's-
so scared of it right now. I mean, I'm not, but I am a little bit.
I mean,
Yeah, you know what?
I
Fuck
really
it.
hope you don't, but it's okay. Like I get it. Are you gonna kill it?
I think so. All right, so Thunder Raiju, before all that stuff happens, Thunder Raiju is going to come at Ashiok. Geth is going to come at you. Noxious Gearhulk's going to come at you.
Okay.
It's Intimidate, so it has to be blocked by...
By artifact or creature shares a color with it. So these can't block
Yep.
this. You don't have enough creatures to block. And you don't have a creature to block. This gets a trigger that says I get to put a 1/1 counter on something. I'm going to put it on Geth. And then everyone takes 2 because -1/-1 counters are also modified.
Modify it.
Yeah, before combat damage as well.
Well, this is before all that.
Oh yeah.
So this trigger happens.
Yeah,
So that too
I'd
happens.
say
So
I've got a deal
before
I might
the
wanna
so
extend
the,
you.
Okay,
before
so-
declare blockers then.
So this damage is happening.
Yeah,
with
this
2?
damage happens.
1, 2,
Yes.
2, 1, 2.
I take 6.
well, before declare blockers, he has a thing, right?
So,
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No, before damage.
Okay,
so the clear blockers. I
Yeah,
don't have any.
I don't have any.
cool.
So
He doesn't have any.
before damage, how much do you really want to keep Ashiok?
Kind of, sort of, really
somebody
good.
might go away if you don't.
So
Anybody.
If you need to save Ashiok, I understand.
and it could
I could save Ashiok for you, but I need
some-
I need
Saying we need
Umbris
to
to
become
not hit
friends
me.
now.
Huh?
that
need to
leaves it
become
up to them
friends.
two. Which one do you fear most?
I kind of feel bad hitting you with this now.
I
But
think
It's okay.
right now.
I that's kind of why I sent it
yeah,
that
it's a
way.
deal. All right, it's a deal.
I got big shoulders right now.
So
We're good.
with Raiju is attacking Ashiok, right?
Correct. So you're gonna fight it.
Yeah, I'm gonna duel for dominance. I can't get my extra coven trigger,
Okay.
but they do get to fight.
Okay.
So a 4/4 versus a 3/3.
Yep. This does.
I'll trigger, draw a card for Neyith.
This lives. You take 6,
Yes.
and he'll
and
take
you
4.
take 4.
He dealt 6 damage out there, so... Even
This
if he
is
dies,
very true.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Ry's getting down there. I didn't realize you were 14.
none of that was commander damage, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No, it was commander damage.
That's your turn.
I'll pass turn.
Ooh.
Dang.
I do have a black and a colorless up.
I was terrified we were going to have like all kinds of dinosaurs running
Oh,
all over the place.
they've been keeping us down, man. I'm glad to see you're on the on the mend.
He's on the upswing.
Yeah, I'm starting to get there. Like,
Teferi's tutelage trigger. Ry.
Edward still has a turn, so I don't know how much this is going to...
Foe Razor Regent and a Forest.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I drew a card. I played a land. I'm going to play Tormod's Crypt.
Okay.
Somebody's about to choose some cards to exile.
Richie, I'm going to exile your graveyard. How many cards is that?
Oh, 3 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16.
16?
Yeah.
How many do you have in exile?
In exile,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5?
21, 25.
25?
So 16 plus... How many? I'm sorry.
Plus 5.
So 21, 22.
22.
That's what we call the lethal.
It is. It is.
You can play creatures and stuff out here too, or anything, right? Is that how that works?
On Umbris?
No, the Ashiok. Oh, that Ashiok's
Oh,
gone.
no, this Ashiok's...
Yeah, the other
this
Ashiok's gone,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, that Ashiok's gone.
Okay, never mind.
No, but it means I can't take stuff out of your graveyard now.
I'll plus
Unless
this,
Yes,
I kill
I.
something. That's also true.
I'll plus this Ashiok to 3 and create a Nightmare, trigger Umbris, Ry, exile cards off the top of your library till you hit a land.
Savage Smash. Mage Duel. Mountain.
Yep.
You might want to pause.
I'm going to have to pause for a minute. So pause. And this, and I was triggering.
You hit me.
You.
Yeah.
Okay. And what'd you get? You got
I
three
got
cards.
Three
right?
cards, yep.
Okay. So
That's terrible.
25.
25.
These
So
stupid
26,
fours.
26?
Yeah.
That will absolutely kill somebody.
Wait, you said 26, 26?
Yeah, it's a 26.
That's commander damage
Yeah, that's game over.
Yeah,
for
could be.
somebody.
Could be.
He says could be.
Question is if he decides to let it happen.
The question is how do I want to do this? Do I want to just make it this way? Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, Edward, if you want to be my friend, I could make target creature unblockable.
If I was doing that, I would have it aimed right at you.
He can't do it right now.
I know.
Not this turn, next turn.
Yeah, I'm going to be the enemy.
Here it comes.
Oh no.
Brandon, I'm sorry, friend.
Oh!
All right. Before combat damage, I'm still dying. I want to draw my card.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right, I'm dead.
Sir. Sorry.
That's all right. I understand.
We just became friends.
You'll
I
understand.
know.
Okay. Tap that mana for this.
So I think I'm right behind you.
Spark Double. Spark Double says you may have Spark Double enter the battlefield as a copy of a target or of a creature or planeswalker you control, except it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. If it's a creature, if it enters with an additional loyalty counter if it's a planeswalker, and it isn't legendary if that permanent is legendary. So it's going to enter as a creature. It's going to enter as a copy of Umbris.
Umbris, yeah, that's what I would go for.
It does not trigger this Umbris. I don't think the other enter the battlefield trigger happens either because it enters as a copy.
What is
It
it?
enters and then copies, right?
What trigger are you worrying about?
Whenever Umbris or another nightmare or horror creature enters the battlefield.
I mean, it's an Umbris, so it's a nightmare, right?
Yeah, I guess you're
So
right.
yeah, you do get your
Okay.
trigger. It is entering the battlefield as the copy.
Yeah. Ry. Exile until you hit a land.
Brawn. Savage Swipe. Mountain. So 3 more.
Wow, 3 more.
You're consistently hitting 3, which is not terrible.
No, it's the best it's done so far.
It's also not too terrible for him because he's not milling half his library.
So we'll have to remember that this Umbris is a 30/30 right now.
And the other Umbris
And
is...
the other Umbris is a 29/29,
29.
and it's tapped. Ry, I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
Random question. Anybody remember that show, Cleopatra 2525? Okay.
But it sounds pretty fun.
It's a weird... So, you remember the weird, 2000s, Canadian-made TV shows that were usually on, Star 64? It's one of those.
Okay.
Like Jack of all trades and all that kind of stuff.
Manhunter.
Yeah.
It was just a man.
Mutinex.
It was literally a man on a horse that would run around with a lasso and just chase people
Yup.
in the wilderness in Canada.
Yep.
Manhunter.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
Sounds insane.
It's a fever dream.
But it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking terrifying.
All right. So
we're in your main phase?
yes. Let's see what I want to do.
Is it terrifying knowing that you're staring down Beth?
Yeah. Well, listen. That's what happens when you come to Fight Club. So I'm going to actually. You know what? I am going to try and remove a counter and put it on to Neyith.
Okay.
I think that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Becomes a 5/5.
I don't think you're going to be able to fight Umbris.
No, not yet.
I wonder if the plural would be Umbri.
Umbri.
Probably, if we're going by proper phonetics,
Umbris's.
yes.
Umbro.
I will.
Umbra.
play.
No, we can't say that.
I'll play Cartouche of Strength.
Ew.
Enters when it enters the battlefield, you may have enchanted creature fight a target creature an opponent controls. So now she's a 6/6.
Yeah.
With trample, I will fight the Nightmare. Trigger, draw a card.
Yeah. Bye, Nightmare. It's okay. You were a good boy for a little bit. So this is not the way I envisioned this. And I'm sure it could all die. It could all go away at one point in time. I've seen some nasty shit come out of that deck before.
I have too. It's
But I
scary.
think there's a lot of good things that are in the exile pile.
They are.
Man,
This has been a crazy game.
This has been a pretty wild game.
I'm kind of stuck
I
right
appreciate
now.
this game, guys.
Let's see. What do I want to do? Do I just want to sit back and sit on my haunches for now? I think I've got no choice. Dead either way, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna pass turn.
All right. You
Richie,
only handle it?
Richie, before you draw, like after you untap, but before you draw, I'm gonna flash in Snapcaster Mage. I'm gonna target Opt. I'm gonna
Cast up and make you
I'm
mill.
gonna draw a card. I'm gonna do this. I don't want that, but I do want not that either. I'll make you mill 2.
Mill 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Forest? Fertile Thicket, excuse me.
Okay.
Now do I get to draw?
Yeah.
Is it
Now you
okay?
get to draw.
At your draw step. At your draw step, I'm gonna beast within the big Umbris.
Ooh.
Okay.
You're welcome. I'm gonna try and if you could get that one, we survive.
Okay.
So I'm
right.
part of the cards, brother.
Heart of the cards.
Unless he's got a fierce guardianship, I think we're screwed.
Gone?
Yeah, it's a 3/3 Elefante, right?
Yeah, beast.
Yeah, I got
3/3
you if you want one.
beast. You got one?
I do.
I
Awesome.
did, but I don't think I have it out.
Beast.
I know a thing or two about beasts.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Unfortunately,
Shit
it's
just
not
got
a
real.
nightmare.
See, I fucking bragged.
Draw for
I
turn?
got some big
Yes.
hairy nuts there for a second.
Does it
Bragged.
resolve?
Yeah, you can draw.
You draw stuff resolves.
Part of the cards,
this is-
brother. Part of the cards.
This is a pretty okay card.
I mean, if it.
You
if
realize
it, does
part of
it-
the cards
if it
means he's
kills
gonna come
something-
start at you.
Listen, I know. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, one person here is actually.
I think he
exuding
goes wide,
dominance.
you go bid and smack somebody.
I just happen to have big
It's
things
not a
that I'm
land, so
swinging
I have
at
not
to
got
take them
the...
out.
Phylath has not got the trigger at all. That's kind of hurtful. Hurts a little bit.
So that's why you're upset about your lands.
A lot.
Yeah,
Okay, for one, I get to play Mana or Hydra. That's pretty dope.
yeah, that's
That's pretty dope.
It'll get bigger when
That's
when I
gonna get
cast
real
spells.
big when anyone casts. spells.
Anybody.
Yeah, even you.
Yeah, and it has trample. So,
Yeah, cool.
and then let's see. I love you, Edward. You know what? We're gonna leave that over there just like that because I have that exotic. I forgot about him. So there's my red and green,
Damn, see, I thought you were going to leave some mana up so you could
and then
make something unblockable.
2
You know,
plus
you're gonna
4.
make this thing.
I'm gonna put a 6/6 Savage Born out there.
Okay.
Yep.
Double striker. Trigger. And I'm gonna pass.
You need a rogue's passage, sir.
I had one.
I told you I would use it, and you no.
So he's a 6/6 right now.
Currently, with double strike.
I just told you the truth, sir.
So you could have saved the rogue's passage for when it gets to his turn, then he could attack.
So he passed the turn, or
I'm trying to think if I want to do one thing before I die.
I'm okay for a minute.
do you want to do one thing before I
It's
untap?
not the best
Yeah,
option, but
I think I want to do it just before I die and you untap.
Okay.
I'm trying to represent for the Gruul.
I know you are. I know you are, but you gotta understand, man. Her hands are rated E for everybody. So like they just. And if I'm gonna go down, I'm going down swinging.
Friend or foe? Come
Don't
at me,
take
bro.
the same team.
Friend or foe? Come at me, bro.
So listen. is the issue. So, yeah. So, how much damage you got on the board?
Yes.
Lot. Yes.
Let's see.
Damage.
8, 6 is 12. No, 14, 16, and another 21.
You can make something unblockable, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's see something. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to Ancient Animus. Ancient Animus is an instant. Put a 1/1 counter on a target creature I control. If it's legendary, then it gets to fight.
Yeah.
It does get to. It is a legendary. You do get to fight.
You could have put it on Gargus, and he could have fought for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that means you also get to fight.
It's a creature I control.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, unfortunately. You know what, man? If this Umbris, as a fellow Gruul player, if I can't have it, I'm going to try and get you to have it.
Oh my God.
I'm going to have Neyith fight that beast.
And draw a card.
Yep, they draw a card.
Your beast served me well.
Did it do anything at all to you? For you?
That's it.
All right. Untap.
And now I die.
Um,
Perhaps, mayhaps I don't die just yet.
Let me ask you this. If you don't die, what are the chances of you helping not to lose?
If I could, I have removal. Plenty of it. I just don't have anything in my hand
For a
right
28-28.
now. Yeah. I have other
29-29.
I have other spot removal, but
What'd you draw at?
I don't know yet.
Oh, you didn't look.
Teferi's tutelage trigger, target Ry.
Galta
Ooh.
and a force.
Fucking God. Ooh.
Ah.
Field of Ruin for land for turn.
He's +6, so it's more than 21. It's double strike. I forgot about that. So it's 27.
What? Somebody took 27?
No, I was counting up. He asked me a question
Oh,
about damage on board
okay. Gotcha.
currently.
Plus Mega Nightmare?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
At least it's 20 tribal things. So I'm kind of cool with
We're going
that.
to plus and target when this enters the battlefield. We're going to target Ry. Top cards until you hit a land.
You haven't cast anything yet, have you?
No.
Did you cast when you played?
Yes.
Okay, so I did get a trigger.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Savage Punch, Golden Guardian, Soul Ring, Pit Fight,
Now's when you hit everything.
Kogla,
Oh!
and a force.
Okay. How many is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, sir.
I like Pit Fight. That's a fun one, too.
I wonder if this is right now. 32. How many cards do you have in exile? And how many cards do you have in exile?
I have.
You know, it'll be at least one minus because I'm not in the game anymore.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17.
16.
16?
35.
Okay. So I was off. Just by a little. Black.
And that's pretty equally exiling cards there, sir. Well done.
I'm going to activate Castle Locklane. I'll draw a card, trigger Teferi's tutelage. Richie mill 2.
Yep.
I will take 2 for Castle Locklane. So
Kalani Hydra and Apocalypse.
Some big wormy boys.
Yeah, that one would cost like nothing. Couple mana.
What's the mana cost of the guy with the counters?
He is 2.
He is 2?
2.
Red,
2X.
green, X.
And then that guy is pro blue.
Which one?
Mana Gorger Hydra?
No.
No, he is not pro anything.
That's Mist Cutter.
That's Mist Cutter. Okay.
Yep,
I'm sure that's probably in there
it
too.
is. Hasty, pro blue, absolutely. X says all the right things on it.
What is my life total at?
What if it said trample? That card would be like a $50 card.
29,
I'm at 14.
14.
Yeah, I don't know why you're looking at me. He's almost dead.
He is almost dead, but
It's for the team.
I know. Listen, man. Like I said, they're rated E for everybody. I got to go down swinging.
Can you kill him?
I actually could, but it leaves me a little wide open to that.
This is also true.
But it keeps, I mean, yeah, I guess he could fight that and kill me, but he won't be that strong. Like,
You spent mana. You did cast something too, didn't you?
I haven't, yeah, what did I cast?
No, you activated Castle.
I activated Castle. I didn't cast anything. I'm about to cast something, I think.
I'm just trying to get counters.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to assess the bigger threat here.
I hear you.
You can fight, but you can't kill me. He can fucking kill me. I'm going to activate this Field of Ruin. Blow up your Vivid Grove. Well, actually, no, your Rogue's Passage. We each get to go get a basic land.
I'm okay with that.
Put it on the battlefield.
Just you two?
Just us two.
Okay.
I'm so happy you did that. Thank you.
You get a plant.
I do. No, I get 4/1/1 counters on that plant, so he just turned into a 4/5. It doesn't come in tapped or anything, does it?
The land, no, it doesn't.
Actually, you know what? I want a mountain.
I'll let you cut me.
Yeah, so I'm going to get a trigger on that.
If that, I can't get it. You're slipping out of my hand.
You're all good.
And that was a cast, correct?
That was.
Thank you.
Yep. That thing scares me, but so does. I can't kill that, but I can kill that thing.
You can kill this thing.
Yeah.
Savage
I can
Born's a
also kill
6/6.
this thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think this thing can't kill me. Those things can. So
I'm gonna cut for him.
I'm going to tap a black and cast Fatal Push. And Fatal Push the 6/6.
If you target this, we'll get to fight something.
If I target what?
A creature he controls.
Oh, shit.
Whenever a creature I control
Yeah,
Gets targeted.
by a spell,
by a spell.
Gargos
He will get
fights up to
Gargos
one
gets
target
the fight.
creature
Alright.
I don't control.
Okay. No, sure.
Okay, so
You got 2/3 and a 2/1.
You also have a
you got-
5/5.
And I have a 36/36.
She's a 7/7.
7/7. Okay.
You can go at the 36/36 if you like.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
You probably won't win.
Let's go with the horror.
The horror.
Yeah. Are you getting bumps from that being on the field, don't you?
No.
No.
I just got the exile your cards. Well, his cards.
But we'll take care of it anyhow, just
Mostly his
because.
cards. That's okay. Sorry, little nightmare. Oh.
Leave my Hydras alone.
I just want to draw that good card. I need that one good card.
Did you get the trigger for the Fatal Push as well for your Mana Gorger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one. Or no, was that their second spell you cast then?
No.
No,
that's
he's only
my-
cast one
That's my
spell.
first spell.
Okay, yeah, I got it then.
I have to pass the turn.
Okay.
You could force him to block.
Yeah, but I feel really open to that.
Let's see. Trigger. I'm going to remove a counter.
Mm-hmm. And put a counter.
8/8. I will then try to cast Smell Fear.
So you'll proliferate, you'll put another counter on it, and then,
It fights.
target creature control fights up
Proliferate
another
over, right?
target.
Or is that just your creatures?
You could
No, proliferate, it's everywhere.
Proliferate this too.
Just saying.
Well, you get a trigger because I cast a spell too.
Yeah. But I'm saying that proliferate can be.
He's trying to get you to help him.
Yeah,
You can make my counters go too.
yeah.
put
He's,
another
he's
counter on
trying to
your
let
mana
you know.
border.
He's trying to let you know that he smells fear.
Yeah. And I will have Neyith fight Snapcaster.
Sure. Draw your card. I even thought about using that to put Snapcaster back on here.
I'm not going to lie, it's the first time somebody's ever proliferated
have
before
to-
me, so thank you.
You're good.
That's a card from the hand.
Can I read the card in your hand?
You can.
I heard the myth that
looked
you could
at
do
it.
that for other people, but it's never really actually happened, so.
Yo, you're good.
The only time it ever happens for other people is if it's poison counters.
Man, wish I had some things. But I don't have some things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go out swinging. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to roar challenge, targeting Neyith. All creatures able to block her this turn do so. Ferocious, because I control a creature with 4 more power. She's indestructible. I will go to combat.
So, how big is she now?
She's just an 8/8 with trample
And double strike?
No, just
indestructible.
Indestructible.
Okay. Oh, that's gross.
And she has to be blocked.
She has to be blocked.
Yeah.
Still can't get there, but I'm going to go to combat. Go to combat. I'm gonna swing at Edward.
Do you have any effects before blocks?
No.
Okay, I'll move to blocks.
Right. Trigger, Neyith.
Yep.
Draw a card.
Yep.
So, how much damage has he taken so far? 8.
Yep.
My second main phase, I will play Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So you took. Oh, no, you didn't take anything. You blocked.
I don't think this can do it, but you know what? I'm just going to try. I'm going to try. See if the math works. I will then double Neyith's power,
Okay.
making her a 16/16. Well, 16/8, indestructible. So she's.
So that 16 and 8 puts it at 24.
24. I'm still going to do it just because. I will Blizzard Brawl and have Neyith fight Umbris.
What's Blizzard Brawl do?
So that'll be exactly 32?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put 8, you got 8 marked, or, okay, yeah. Okay.
No.
You're correct.
Then trigger, draw a card.
Trigger on that.
Sure, yep. Thank you.
Did you get the other one too?
Yeah, from my roaring.
Oh,
Sound.
no, I missed
Yeah.
that one.
I'm playing. I'm
Yeah.
playing everything.
He's Kingmaker for you, trying.
I can't. I didn't draw anything else. That's it.
Damn.
Unfortunately, it was
Damn,
close.
that was a
It
good
was
run.
close.
That was a good run.
Fast turn.
Back to normal.
Yeah. Woo.
They should stay. Just for this turn.
Trying to figure out how I get out of this. I only get out of this by drawing, which is terrible right now. I need means to draw spells, I says. It's the only way we get through this.
Man, tell me about it.
What you need right now is like Sphinx's tutelage, Painter Servant.
I think what I need right now is Light on the Quick.
That would also help.
I'm playing Nalia Keen-Eyed.
That would really help.
And then pass the turn.
Oh shit.
And she is on board. And that's trigger also.
Yep. Untap.
I think I have power on board now to be able to block that thing and kill it at least.
She's also indestructible.
Yeah. 9, 17.
4 to scry.
Another 9 is 26. No, I don't, but I'm close.
Guess this is going to be a good card. Richie Milton.
Oh! Galta.
You hit both
Man,
Galtas.
I hit the Galtas. Yeah!
Oh, my bow. I needed that.
Oh,
I needed
that's-
that.
You did need that,
In
actually.
a bad, bad way.
I think you just win with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Come on, recursion.
Guess I'm gonna activate Castle Garenbrig, draw a card, and lose 3 life.
Oh my god.
You hit him with a Tef's Tutelage.
Richie.
Yep.
Mill
Hit you
2.
with Teferi's Tutelage.
Mill
So,
2.
Bill 2.
Yeah, Mill 2. Sorry.
All right. Prowling Serpentod, that's not mine.
No, that's mine.
Fervor.
You can't have this swamp.
How many cards do you have in your graveyard?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So what do you got here? What's this guy? This guy's 5.
He's a 5/5.
He's a 5/5. This is a 9/9 with trample.
8/7.
This is 8/7.
Vigilant.
Vigilance.
5/6 indestructible.
4/5.
4/5.
5/6.
17. What's that? 5?
Yeah.
17, 5,
22.
22.
And this says if you target any of his creatures with a spell,
Yeah.
he gets to fight. Which
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Okay, cool. It
'Cause
doesn't.
you don't have a creature he wants to fight at the moment.
It doesn't. Drown in the lock. I'm going to target Mana Gorger Hydra.
What's it going to do?
It gets destroyed.
Okay.
If it's got converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard.
Less than or equal to?
Yeah.
Convert mana cost.
Converted mana cost.
It's only converted mana cost 3.
Yeah.
That's less than.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
You're
vice
fine.
versa. I was going
you're-
backwards.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
You're good.
It's lower than that. I got this. That's I get that trigger, right?
You got a fight trigger, yeah.
I mean, you can fight Umbris if you want.
I don't have to, do I? I can choose not to, or
Is it a you may, or is it a force trigger?
No, it doesn't say may.
Oh, yeah.
oh, are you kidding?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
It
you get
has to fight a
so you get to
creature.
fight something?
You can have
One target creature you don't control.
You can
It
have-
doesn't have to be Umbris. It can be.
Yeah, but I just
You can have Nylea fight my Neyith and they won't die. They'll just
No,
die.
Gargos has to be the one to fight.
it's Gargos.
Oh, Gargos.
Gargos has
Yeah.
to fight.
Oh, if he fights Neyith, he'll die.
What's your power
'Cause
on
it's-
your guy?
She's a
8/8.
Yeah, it's going to die regardless. I'm gonna put the damage on yours. So
On this?
yeah,
Okay.
so it's got 8.
8 on it? Yeah, that's what I figured you'd do.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
That's why that card's relatively cheap because it doesn't say may.
Yeah.
If it said may, that's insane. But how often are you gonna fight something that's gonna be bigger than 8/7?
No, honestly, that's really it too. God, that.
So what am I
man.
looking at right now?
5, 9, and another 5.
This isn't
This-
even
No,
on
it's not on
mine.
board.
Not on,
Yeah.
so
You're looking at 9.
9.
9. Ry, I'm going to go to combat and I'm going to swing at you, my friend.
I'm dead.
I'm going to plus to 5. Richie, you're going to mill the top of your library, exile the top of your library till you hit a land. Wow, I've been really good about getting the lands on you.
Castle.
Yeah,
I run a lot of lands in this deck.
I'm going to play a land for turn and pass the turn to you.
Man, the Gargos not
this
saying
math
may
has
actually
changed.
matters.
It does, man. It does.
How many cards are in your exile pile?
Oh, jeez, Pete's. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Actually, you can hand it to me and you can finish your turn.
That's right.
Umbris got smaller
2,
though.
3,
It
4,
gets
5,
smaller,
6,
but not
7.
by a ton, but some. 8, 17.
I really, unfortunately,
By almost by half.
I mean, it's 18, 18.
You can persevere if you get Nylea back on board.
yeah, I'm gonna reveal the top card of my library. If it's a creature card, put it in my hand. Otherwise, I may put it in the graveyard.
Do you want to draw a land the next turn, or do you want him to make you
more
mill the land?
Does he think he's got a next turn?
Yes.
Okay, now what?
Pass.
Oh,
Oh, because he's not blocking.
oh yeah, we were in combat, weren't we? Yeah. I did. How much do you? Or I killed you.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. I was so preoccupied on getting it done. And then, Richie, you just passed?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Untap. Before I draw, I'll correct this. I meant to do it during your turn.
I can cut it if you want.
Richie, cut your fate, sir.
Oh,
Cut my fate.
gonna be that guy.
Could be.
I turn it upside down to you, so.
All right. Hopefully you just boxed me, because that would be right up your alley to do.
I did not do that.
I'm fine.
Now, if you were,
Draw a card to face tutelage, mill 2.
next time it'll happen. Onward Reborn. Horn of Greed.
Do I want to do this?
Do what?
So, do I want to put a card I control into my hand? Exile a card from my hand? Or do I just want to make another dude and like try to dude him out? I feel like I'm going to dude him out here.
Yeah, I think you make your dude bigger and then you try and dude him out.
Make another one of these guys. And trigger Umbris, mill until you hit a land, and those are exiled.
One.
Oh, there's a Primordial. Card Resurgent. Insignet. There's land.
5. Okay, so this is now 23.
Yep.
There's your nightmare, sir.
Move to combat. Swing Umbris and a Nightmare at you. Attack trigger. Whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles top 2 cards. You're my only opponent, so exile 2 more.
Land.
Cool.
Umbris is a 25/25
Yep.
and a 2/3.
And
2/3.
that's it right there?
Yeah.
All right.
He said that's it.
Just the 2, right? I'm going to respite, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt, and I gain 1 life for each attacking. So,
Gain
All
2.
right, so you'll gain 2.
31.
Okay. Yeah, I'll play a land, and I'll play a Helm of Obedience. I'm going to put all my tap land over here. And before you draw your card, Richie, I'm going to pay 5, and you're going to put the top card of your library into your graveyard. Continue doing it until you've put the number of cards, 5 cards, or a creature card into your graveyard, whichever occurs first. If the last card put into a graveyard is a creature card, bury Helm of Obedience. Put that creature into play under your control as though it were just cast. X cannot be equal to 0.
come on, Hydra with an X cost.
1, 2, 3,
I'm hoping for no creatures.
4, 5.
Yes.
No creatures.
Now what happens?
He gets to keep his Helm of Obedience.
Yeah, I get to keep my Helm of Obedience, and those are just in your graveyard.
Oh, spectacular.
Yes, very spectacular. I will pass the turn to you now, sir.
All right, now upkeep. Whew. That is a terrible, terrible card.
I can't believe you fogged me, bro.
I know.
And I forgot he had it.
Tase me, bro.
So, I run a bunch of fogs.
I know you do.
What?
Probably the rest of them in
Do
your
the
hand.
thing. And put it in my graveyard.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, don't chop those.
Nope.
Don't shuffle them in.
I'm not going to shuffle them this time. I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
Hit the pocket. Rough day.
Yeah, you sure are. It is a bad day right now. For you.
All right, yeah. I'm going to pass it to you.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
I saw that 2 mana. I thought it was going to play
on
something
board.
like Ambush Viper or something.
Oh, boy.
I need one card.
I feel like this is one of those scoop situations we're getting real close to.
That's all I need is one card. Mill 2.
Game Trail and Forest.
So many lands.
Lands for days. Imagine if I was getting to play those lands. 2 at a time.
I'm going to activate.
That plant would be enormous.
I'm going to activate Castle Gambrig. I'm going to lose 2, and you're going to, or I'm going to draw a card, and you're going to mill 2.
Courser, you hit a creature finally.
That's pretty awesome.
Does this do what I think it does?
It does, but like, doesn't matter right now. He's got 2 blockers, so he'll take one of these 2/3s.
I mean, yeah.
Do I put this back in my hand and exile a card from my hand, and then
So much good stuff not being played.
do that. Maybe I want to put it back in his hand. So, how many cards you got in your hand?
I have 2.
You have 2? And
I
you
have
have 1 mana available?
1 mana available.
Okay. I'm going to -3, and -3 says return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, then that player exiles a card from their hand. I will put the plant back in your hand.
Yep.
You saw the line.
And exile a card.
Yeah.
Bond's Mortality goes.
Alright, so I think this is at 25 now. Can you do a
Yeah, I'll
exile
count.
file check?
Sorry.
I will move to combat. It's going to grow by 4.
So I'll have to block the big guy.
So you got triggers. Whenever it attacks, exile the top 2 of your library. So
25.
Twice, so exile 4.
29.
20.
There's Mistcutter.
There's Mistcutter. And Hungry Hydra.
So you're going to block.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to take 4.
And you'll take 4.
Yep.
I don't blame you there. I'm going to play a Relic of Progenitus.
I tried. I tried hard.
And I'm going to pass the...
Well, I mean...
Yeah, I'm going to pass the turn to you.
All right, let's see. Heart of the cards?
Heart of the cards.
Well, good game, sir.
Oh, man. Good
Yeah.
game.
Good game.
That's when
No
you draw
fog?
the land.
right.
No fog, no way to draw a card?
No fog, nothing.
Oh, man.
Nice, good game.
Thanks.
Good game.
Good game.
Wow.
Took a little bit to get there, but that's okay.
It's not what I wanted.
I thought it was on there for a minute, and then
Yeah.
it's getting there.
I was not close to the game-ending piece.
Because
The
you just
game-ending piece would have
is
been
Leyline of the Void, because then you
and
just
I would
activate
tap
your
this for 1.
yeah, and you just
and
exile your whole
exile
library.
your library, and then you
Pass,
get
you
exhausted.
good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I fucking love this.
This was
This
impressive.
is amazing.
Both my
I
creatures.
love this. I want all of this in my life.
Listen, she came. She tried to conquer. That's all.
Yeah.
It
She
happens.
came pretty
she,
close.
she put some fucking work in. I'll say that for sure.
Try.
I'll say that for sure. That was pretty impressive. I hope you all liked it too. Thought it was impressive.
Absolutely. That was a good
I
time.
think I'd like to thank both of our guests, Richie and Ry, hanging out with us, being good sports.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a blast. Yeah. This game was so much fun.
It
That was
was.
fun game.
Thank
It
you.
was
for the
so
game.
swinging.
There was a lot of twists that I wasn't. I mean,
Yeah.
2 Umbrises.
Dude, if I stuck around, I was gonna start sacking stuff and bringing stuff back. And
As soon as I saw Geth, I was immediately intimidated. I was like, nope.
I mean, that's the whole point of Geth.
No.
He does say intimidate.